So we have 5 hens, and they lay eggs, and they tell us information about in 5 days how many hens can lay how many eggs, right? Now they're all the same hens, so if you increase the number of hens, the number of eggs will increase, right? If you don't change the days. If you increase the number of days, right, then the same number of hens can have more eggs. So there's 3 variables here. It's hens. I use blue actually. So first of all, hens and eggs, are they directly proportional or inversely proportional or indirectly proportional? Directly, right? So this is a symbol for directly. So if you're gonna give it an equation, it's hens is equal to some k constant times eggs. Okay. Now and then let's consider. So you can do eggs and days, or you can do hens and days. It doesn't really matter. Okay. So let's do hens and days. Oops. Now if you have, we're fixing the eggs now. We want to get to 24 eggs. So if you have more hens, will it take more days or less days? Less. So that tells you it's inversely proportional. Okay. That means hens is equal to another constant over days. This, right? So combining these two together, we get hens is equal to some other constant times by eggs divided by number of days. Do you see that how we can combine these two in this way? And once you have this, your next goal is to find the value of k. Okay, so in my lecture, I actually isolated the k. So I said k is equal to maybe so if you multiply both sides by days, you get hens times by days divided by number of eggs, right? Okay, so let's find k. Here's where we use 5, 24, and the 5. So 5, 24. So you get, it's not reducible, it's 25 over 24, right? So what that means is that now we know hence number of days and eggs, they maintain a proportion of 25 over 24 always. Okay, as long as they're the same hens and same type of eggs. Okay, that comes from those hens. Okay, now it says 8 hens and 20 eggs. So 8 hens and 20 eggs. It's obviously asking for how many days will that take. Right? So we increase the number of hens, but we also increase the number of eggs. And if you try to do this like more logically, it's very, very confusing because it's not, you know, I mean, without any of this equation, it's kind of hard to see, well, if you increase this, but you also increase this, so how does that work out exactly, right? But here it's not confusing. You can see that the only thing that's missing is the number of days, and you can use a little algebra to times it both sides by the reciprocal, which is 20 over 8. You okay with that? Okay. Alright, so let's reduce. This is 4 times 5, 6, right? So 125 over, yeah. So this is, how many days is this? 2 days and a bit, right? Can you put that in your head? You just have to have a concluding statement, you know. So therefore, it takes about 2.5, 2 and let's say a little bit over half, right? So I can actually times that by 29 over 48 by 24 hours to get exactly how many hours of the day that is. But I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to say approximately 2.5 days here. Okay.